Hey Shannon, welcome. Thank you for joining. I don't know if you can see me or not well enough. I'm gonna flip this guy over here. Let's see. Not too bad, I guess. That'll work. Hey Felicia, welcome, welcome. Dave, hey, awesome. This is great. So glad you guys could join. Good evening to you too. Hey Joyce. So good to see you as well. I'm so grateful you guys are here. Makes me feel comfortable even more. Hi, hi. Hey. Thank you for inviting your followers. Much appreciated. And yeah, if you can tap the hearts just to kind of give me encourage, that'd be good. This is awesome. I appreciate you guys showing up, man. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for joining. I'm looking forward to this scope. I've been really working on this a lot in my head, and it's finally time to get out there and share it with people, my passion for this stuff. And I'm so tired of just, having the conversation, like I said, in my own head about some of the stuff that I'm seeing as a nurse in the real world that just breaks my heart. And so that's kind of what I wanted to touch on tonight. So what I'm going to talk about is I don't want anybody not to trust a physician. It's kind of air quotes when I say that, but we'll get into that in a moment. Hopefully that's of interest to you, because I think it's important that we understand what that means. So one of the things that I brought some notes with me because I really want to make sure I stay on point here, being my first scope here and everything. So I really want to get some good information to you. But what I'll do is introduce myself. Again, my name is Eric Alber. I've been a registered nurse serving the community for probably over 10 years now. Started my own personal health and fitness journey probably 4 years ago. And what turned into saving my own health and life became just an absolute passion. I mean, I eat, sleep, drink, brush my teeth with this stuff. I dig into what I can. I learn what I can. And I really want to say thank you to Felicia and Dave Nelson, who've really unlocked something amazing with this nutrition plan that I was introduced to a while back. I him and hawed a little bit around with it, but I finally really got serious about it. And oh my gosh, it works. I'm very excited. So thank you for that, you guys. I'm so grateful for that. What I'm also working on because of this nutrition finding, I'm going to start working on becoming a licensed nutrition and certified to help people pay it forward as well. Thanks to the DN Nation, again, Felicia and all that they're all doing. I'm full support of it. I'm loving it. And I'm going to start doing a scope daily pretty much, and on this stuff, and just sharing, again, real world experience, real health stuff that makes a difference. Again, coming from that nursing perspective, being in the medical world, and just all the stuff that just doesn't make sense. It's so contrary to what's real and what's true. And I just want to, have casual conversation essentially, and share that kind of information with everybody so that you can make the responsible decision for your own health and know what you need to do. So, again, my goal is simply that, to just supply you good information that's real, that's honest, and it's true. And it just cuts through the crap, because there's so much, as Dave Nelson says, there's so much crap out there. It's amazing. And a lot of the medical side is really a big part of that, unfortunately. And again, I'm not coming down on it, because I think if you're broken, you need fixing. I think that's certainly where we need to be. And if there's a rare something or an odd something, the medical world is amazing at that, but they're horrible at managing disease. And really, we shouldn't be at disease if we understand how to treat ourselves before that. So we got to eat right, and nutrition can save us. It has me, and I've seen it with other people already, so it's fantastic. And so, again, I'm persuaded in my mind that through nutrition we can make a difference and save people. And there's some pretty alarming statistics with one of the things that I've noticed in the medical side of things that was very alarming to me. I watched a special probably months ago, and I had to pause it and really think about it, that 100,000 plus people per year die by taking their prescription medications as prescribed because of the side effects. Let that sink in. I mean, they're taking it as their doctor's telling them to, for the reason they're taking it for. And yet, complication, side effects, they die. Somebody actually put it, and it was brilliant in that same episode. I think they said, one of the doctors they were talking to, he said, really medicines that they come up with in big pharma and all that they're producing, it's really finding the side effect that comes through the greatest to help for that thing they're working on. So all of it is really side effects. It's just one stands out more than the other. Case in point would be Viagra. That was meant to be a cardiac medication of sorts and turned out to be a libido enhancer and helpful in that scenario. So it's amazing. So, it's all side effects. And the other thing, we're talking, when you break it down into smaller pieces, 299 people die a day just by death by medicine, as someone put it. Amazing. And it doesn't need to be. If we get back many steps before, because my story was, I was starting to go down the slippery slope of taking care of using the antacids. I was on them for 3 years, and it masked symptoms. Really, is it what it comes down to in short. And I was working in the OR area, and we were doing some same day stuff and doing scopes for people going down colonoscopies and upper scopes. And he came out and told somebody probably twice my age, and I don't know, 10 years ago, saying something about, or 5 years ago, excuse me, and saying, the antacid's working, but you need to double up. And it was a aha V8 moment for me. I went, what? If they have been on it and it's not helping them, what's going to be my future if I keep going? And so that scared me to death, and since then has really rerouted my whole, I did a 180 about face, and it's a paradigm shift. It takes time. I was totally medical, trusting the world. And so the one thing I want to come out and say now with trusting the physician thing, thank you, Tanja. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate the hearts too. Appreciate it so much. Is there anybody new here that doesn't know what I am? Type a 1 if you don't know who I am, so I can quickly just introduce myself one more time. Anybody new that doesn't know who I am? All right. Thank you. So again, in recap, I'm a registered nurse. I've been serving my community for about 10 plus years. Again, I just kind of alluded to what started my own health and fitness journey about 4 plus years ago was just bad health, poor health, and that turned into a passion to help other people get good information and dispose of the things that aren't working and share the things that are. And again, as we're learning in this nutrition plan that I've just been on maybe solidly, and I'll be honest, for 3 days. I've known about it probably 2 weeks, but I've been on it 3 days. 0 cravings, energy through the roof, and I was sick, couldn't work out a few days. I've had kind of a sciatic problem that I kind of hit and missed with, and I still am seeing positive results. So PFC every 3 works in balance, man. It's fabulous. So keep it going, DN Nation and Felicia's group. I'm excited. So that's what I've done and who I am. And so again, I'm gonna just kind of cut through the bull crap that's out there and preach the truth about what I've seen from the medical world perspective and what I see. And I do right now. I'm in kind of a unique spot. I get to take calls from members of a very large organization for nurse advice, essentially. And I hear the horror stories. I hear the challenges, because we're kind of one of those catch-all scenarios sometimes where they don't know what to do, so they're calling us like throwing their hands up with help. And I'm kind of limited because I'm under, the institution's protocols, but they're pretty decent, so I can't be too unhappy with it. I'm glad that I get to serve in this capacity, because the other stuff where I was at, I wasn't able to really reach out to them like I can now. So it's making a difference. This is going to make a bigger difference, so that's why I want to do this. So the trusting the physician thing. So there's so much pressure on time and money and push that your doctor just does not have the time. They just don't have the time. And what grandma and grandpa 40 years, 50 years ago enjoyed, this new group of generation of people following through in the medical world of things, we don't have that luxury of trusting our physician who truly knows. Thank you, Felicia. What it really, what's really going on a lot of times. They get the highlights, but there's that stuff underneath that just gets missed, and there's a lot of inconsistency in the care. And you really have to be your own advocate. You have to become the nurse and doctor and everything, kind of almost yourself in a way, just to protect you and your family members. You really have to. Yeah. Yeah, and people don't get answers back. They call us going, I need a test result. I had it 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks. And so it happens, and it's very sad because things are done based on poor information or misinformation or no information at all, or someone sits back and they get sicker and sicker because they're just kind of hanging out, waiting for somebody who's not answering because it just fell through the system. And so again, that's why I say don't trust your physician. Get a good one, and once you do, establish a great rapport with them, and make sure they're caring enough about your issues and they understand you. Unfortunately, sometimes you get 15 minutes, and I'm telling you that I don't know how that can, you know. Sure, we can talk. I got to be careful because I don't, I'm a licensed with the state, so I can't get outside the box too much. But I definitely try to help when I can and give general advice. I guess the biggest one I can say is let your food and your nutrition and your daily exercise and movement be the antidote. Let that be your prescription. PFC every 3. That's kind of a nice way to put it. Yeah, definitely. We can talk on the chats. Absolutely. So. Again, if that's really a case in point, just become your own advocate, read things, learn things on your own, stand up for you. Don't just trust what they're prescribing you as good, because it came so real for me when I had umpteen calls since I've been doing this for the last year or so, where it's, oh, I got the usual. What? The usual? When I ask them about their medications list, what they take, oh, the usual. Well, the usual is a diabetic medication, a hypertensive medication or blood pressure medication, and a cholesterol medication. The big 3. I got them. The usual. Is this Norm at Cheers? Seriously? No. Don't just give me another. No, we're done with that. So it's very sad, and they're misinformed. And again, it's coming on the idea of trust. Just trusting somebody. Yeah, exactly. Freaking out. That's exactly how I feel. Like I sit there, my head, I want to just go, no, but I'm, again, because of the position I'm in, I really can't. I just got to steer him lovingly in the best direction safely that I can. But, good for you. Good for you getting off the cholesterol meds. Yeah, it is sad. It is really, truly sad. I feel, again, I feel helpless because I can't really just go, that's stupid, don't do that, which is what my heart and mind is screaming to do, but I just can't. And so, yes, PFC3 will get you off pravastatin right on, and a lot of other things. Balancing that blood sugar, man, it's huge. It is huge. If you do that, and I wish I would have known it sooner. I'm glad I know it now for what I know it now, and I'm just going to preach it like crazy now, but yeah, it's huge to really think about it. I think so much of disease or dis-ease, the sick care that we are all involved in out there in the world is, if you just balanced your blood sugar, dude, I think so many things would just go away. And yet, I just read something about serial killers, a movie out there. I don't know if anybody's seen it or not, but I saw a little advertisement for that, and the guy totally flipped the food chart upside down, and he proved that it works. So you seen it, Tanja? That's cool. I do want to see that. I think Dr. Mercola was the one that kind of shared that on his site or something. I read a little article he wrote up on it. It was pretty impressive. Yes, removing sugar is the best thing you can do. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the biggest problem. I think he said they measured the sugar of the cereals based on weight of sugar weight, and it was like better than 50% of it came out per weight, all sugar on those cereals for these kids. It's horrible. And we put those nice pretty little packages on them and make it so eye level and catchy, right? It's terrible. So I thank you guys for your time. I hope this was of some value to you. Again, I can't stress it enough. Take matters in your own hand. Be your own advocate. Read the labels, read things, and more importantly, get into your own diet and nutrition. It can save your life. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you so much. Thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, they are all sugar these days. Thank you, Tanja. That's awesome. Thank you, Felicia. Appreciate that. Thank you, guys. It means a lot to me to know that this matters. So share it forward, and I'll continue to try and bring good information and perspective. If you guys have any questions about anything that I can answer before I go. Thank you. Thank you. So I put a little nutrition plan of my own together, kind of helping some people over at my website. You can check it out at ericalbert.com. It's kind of an upgrade and change in flux, so just hang in there for me. Thank you as well. So I'm working on that, but you can email me for now if you have more questions or concerns. I can 3 days and high energy. No cravings, and I'm talking when the family gets together and has the big spread, and I have a family that cooks really well. We're talking Emerald Lagasse style kind of stuff here, man. I'm telling you what. When I go there, I'd eat the food. Don't you worry, I'm going to get all the food. But I was always like, what about the dessert table? Oh yeah, I was headed for diabetes. I guarantee you, with the habits I had, and I've never, and I mean never. Oh yeah, well, it is in the profile. Yes, thank you, Felicia. My website's there, but my email, real quick, is realhealthwitheric@gmail.com. realhealthwitheric@gmail.com. I'm kind of using that, and I'll get in touch with you if you have more questions or want more information on the nutrition plan that's rocking it. But as I was going to conclude with, I've never ever done a diet that just killed cravings. It shocked me, and I was 2 days in, and I was like looking around like, what? I want to drink tons of water. I can't get enough, and I have yet to even have that late night snack. I haven't even thought about the cookie, the brownie, you name it. I mean, unbelievable. Yeah, it's terribly cool. I'm loving it. You know what? I didn't do the paleo thoroughly through, so I think I like carbs still a little too much, and this allows me to do that, so that's probably helped. But it definitely is. It's definitely a worthwhile plan. And again, I don't know that all programs are a one size fits all anyway per se. But I gotta say, I've not found anything in many of the ones that I've tried to work like this one. So that's all I can say at this point. It worked for me, and it's killed those cravings, and the energy has stayed even keel, and I feel wonderful. I don't feel starved. I don't feel. Oh yes, definitely. Please catch the replay, and it'll help you out. It was hopefully from everybody's feedback, it was a good scope. So I'm going to trust that and say thanks, and I look forward to bringing many more and continue to just share this forward with people. This good information. Again, follow Dave Nelson, follow Felicia. Those guys are fantastic. Tanja's in on this too. Yeah, eating like a baby, you got it. So all those DN Nation people, we're coming on strong. We're gonna make a difference. So any questions before I go? I'm gonna get back to my family and get some dinner. I'm starting to feel like I'm ready for it. Oh, thank you for that. Thank you so much, Joyce. I appreciate you. You've been a huge support for me all this way. You've helped me get to where I am, Joyce, so thank you. Driftseed there, she's fantastic, guys. She does a scope, too. She's a lot of essential oils, which are pretty powerful stuff, too. Thank you. Thank you as well. All right. Well, I'm going to be back here again. I'm going to start doing this 4:30 daily, and I'm going to come back and just continue to help spread the message and help people change their lives and save their lives and change generations and family trees. That's what our goal is here. All right. So again, blessings to you all. Thank you again for your time, and take care.